The man who just cannot be counseled and suggested and advised by the other, not only good but also better, more important, knowledgeable, educated people around himself, can neither become better, nor prosperous, nor successful, nor basically great, ambitious, transcendent in his life, not only because he lacks humility, kindness, understanding, compassion in himself as well as in his actions, behavior, service, but also because he does not necessarily have the drive, desire, ambition for greatness, for transcendence, transformation in his life, particularly in his actions, behavior, habits, because he just does not want to be educated and understood and counseled by the others, because he always considers the others as being unconscious, mediocre, stupid, pretentious, competitive against each other, because he always considers the others as being inferior and subordinate to his talent, to his good education, knowledge, etc. But that might not always be the case. The others might also actually turn out to be better, more proficient, wise, intelligent, prosperous than he himself will ever be in one or another. So that is the thing that we need to try to understand, that the man who refuses counsel, suggestion, advice, education from the other better, more successful, educated man around himself cannot become successful, powerful, great, transcendental in his life, anyways. Not because he's bad, but because he lacks humility and compassion, groundedness, modesty, moderation, which are the fundamental and cornerstone and imperative virtues of the human nature that become responsible in the determination of greatness and the achievement of happiness and contentment, anyways, in one way or another. So, the man who refuses, or the man who does not want to be counseled, suggested, and advised, obviously on good terms, for knowledge, for motivation, for encouragement, himself cannot become successful, not because he's bad, as I just mentioned earlier, but because he lacks humility, because he lacks compassion, because he just does not have much temperance, groundedness, anyways. But the other better men in his surrounding have these qualities and virtues in themselves in one way or another. And that is what we need to understand, that humility matters, so that counsel, suggestion, advice is important, imperative, fundamental also, particularly if we are not yet successful, particularly if we are struggling and suffering in our lives, and if we just have not had breakthroughs and successes now. And that's why counseling is important. Counseling is embraceable, and we must embrace the kind of counsel we get from the other better and successful